My apologies, I meant to do only one longer video, but I accidentally hit the back button instead of pause. So here we go with another video. As you can see, I drew the lines, and you will have a 15 by 35 centimeter rectangle. Again, make sure you're using the centimeter, not the inch side. So at this point, what I'm going to do is step 2 of building it is creating the river. Now let me zoom in. So your river is 15 centimeters wide. Now it doesn't tell you exactly how to do this, so you kind of, if we were in the classroom, I'd make you sweat it out a little bit, but since we're dealing with mobile learning, I'll try to make it a little bit easier for you. You have to pay attention to the spacing. So your river is in the center of the land. Basically, it's just some simple math. If your land is 35 centimeters long, that means your river is 15 centimeters wide, you need to subtract them. So 20, basically 35 minus 15 gives you 20 centimeters. That means 20 centimeters is dedicated just for land. And if we're equal spacing, take 20 divided by 2, that gives you 10 centimeters. So that means each section of land is 10 centimeters wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure from this bottom left corner over 10 centimeters, make a little dot, and then same thing up here, we're going to measure 10 centimeters from the upper left corner over. The reason we do the double measurement is so we know that this line is straight, because if we only measure down here, we don't know where the top of the ruler is. We don't know if it's perfectly straight, and we want to make sure it's perfectly straight, otherwise it'll affect all these boxes and everything, because you'll use these lines for later use for drawing your outer squares. So I'm going to create the river, and I'm going to put you on pause, and I'll make sure I pause this time. You will see, conveniently, this river line was on a crease of the box, so that worked out nicely. But you will notice that I measured over, and I did my dot, and I did my dot. And then the same thing over here. I measured from this corner in 10, that corner in 10, drew my lines. And I did the same thing over here in 10, and then in 10, and then I drew my river lines. So that is how you get the river boundaries. Now I'm going to start a new video on how to do your outer 2 squares and draw them using your bridge building sheet.